Brought to you by GTA. We start with you.
Several COVID vaccination clinics, community test sites, and outreaches have been held over the last couple of months. But where does the island stand on the path to half? The goal of reaching a 50% vaccination rate by May 1st. Public Health Chief Medical Officer Dr. Felix Cabrera.
When you look at all vaccine efforts on the island, and when I say all vaccine efforts, I'm talking about government of Guam, private sector, and Department of Defense, who vaccinates also active duty, civilian workers, and as well as beneficiaries and contractors. You put them all together, and we're approximately 43.1%.
43.1% of the adult population on Guam, that's 16 years and older, are fully vaccinated. The vast majority of those rates are resulting from the Moderna and Pfizer vaccine. Cabrera says the key to raising the percentage is for the community to make sure they get their second dose. He adds that if the pause on the single-dose Johnson & Johnson vaccine were to be lifted, we may even hit the 50% mark before the May 1st goal.
Whether we get there a few days early or a few days late, in the end, it doesn't have that much impact on our overall goal, which is getting to actual herd immunity, which is closer to 80% of the population. So that being said, we are definitely are on the right track, and there's a chance that we may even hit it toward the end of April, so a few days short of May 1st.
The possibility of achieving an earlier date, Cabrera says, is optimistic but realistic. The FDA and the CDC will meet on Saturday, Guam time, to determine what the next step will be with the Johnson & Johnson vaccine. Cabrera says the temporary pause will more than likely be lifted.
But there may be some extra precautions that are mentioned with it, or even as much as some restrictions. So that remains to be seen. But I think there's a good chance that by next week, we'll be using the Johnson & Johnson again.
But don't expect things to go completely back to normal once the island reaches 50%. Cabrera reminds the community about the Guam National Guard's vaccination initiative, Operation Liberate Guam.
Really, what gets us to P44 is that 80%, approximately 80% herd immunity number. And so again, that could be arranged between 70% and 90%. But that's why we're just going in the middle and just saying about 80%. And that's the goal for prior to Liberation Day that we're shooting for as well.
Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Tyler Matanani.